What's up, guys? Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video, and in this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about cards that you definitely should be picking up from Bonanza as soon as possible, or of course when you feel like the price is right for you to grab it. So remember, you can go on Gamer's Choice for pre-sales, you can go on TCGPlayer, and you can also go on eBay, or even go to your locals and just trade for people, right? So there are a lot of different ways for you to get these cards, and they are very important to have either for meta purposes or collection-based purposes. So let's go ahead and start off with SP Little Knight. As you guys already know, this card was insane. It was over 120 bucks just for the secret rare from Age of Overlord, and even for the tin secret, that card was about $45. So now with a SP Little Knight as a super rare for what, like $9? That's crazy to me. And also on TCGPlayer, they're kind of like 6-7. So that's also another thing I want to talk to you guys about. Make sure to kind of shop around before you go ahead and buy, you purchase a card from any of these sites, because of course, try to find the best deal you possibly can. Now, if you're going to tell me like, okay, well, I just kind of want to buy all of my cards at once. I don't want, half of my order to go from here and then half of my order to go from there, then fair point. Sometimes it's great to just sacrifice a few dollars so everything comes all together. But if you're not doing that, definitely just look around and see what kind of deal you can get, right? So again, SP Little Knight, definitely just go ahead and grab 3 copies, because why not? It's so cheap. And again, we won't know how, I don't know if the ratios have been released yet, if this card is, of course, is it short printed. So definitely just go ahead and take your advantage now. And for all these cards that we do just talk about and discuss, definitely remember to go ahead and just buy your favorite rarity, or whatever is going to make you happy. If you want to buy the lowest one, go ahead. If not, again, find whichever one works for you and then move on. So next up, we do have Promethean Princess, and of course this one was slightly expensive. It was above 20 bucks for a long time, but now with the reprint, we have, of course, 6 different reprints. And again, same thing, just pick up a copy of this. This is great for fire decks, and I think it has, again, even more huge potential moving forward. So they're very cheap, and I mean, the only expensive one is the CR right here for about 20 bucks. So definitely go ahead and just pick up a copy, and you guys are good to go. Moving on, we do have Triple Tactics Thrust, the card that was insanely expensive, like what, not even too long ago, right? It had the 2 printings, then it had the ultimate from the OTS set. So of course, now it does have a competing ultimate. Of course, we have the Prismatic ultimate rare. So anyway, it's a good pick to grab 3 of these. Again, this is a huge staple card, so definitely go ahead and just buy 3 in your favorite rarity. If not, the lowest copy here is the super rare and the ultra rare, and then there's the secret for about 12. So you do have a lot of competing rarities here, and you have a good chance to pick whichever one you want. So definitely go ahead and do that, again, before it is too late. Moving on though, we do have Bonfire, and Bonfire to me is a card that was crazily, crazy hyped. I mean, of course, there's like the Year of Fire at the beginning of it, 120 plus, you guys already know. So same thing, you want to go ahead and just purchase 3 copies, even if you're not playing a Year of Fire deck right now. It's a great card to just kind of have, because you never know what's going to happen, right? Maybe you change your mind and you're like, well, I'm glad I got my bonfires, right? So of course, it's only about 5 bucks. Definitely go ahead and just grab 3 copies and you're good to go. I wouldn't advise you guys to pick up the Core Center Secret Rare, only because 70 bucks is a lot, and personally, I feel like this card will dip in price. This might be a card that you want to wait until prices settle to go ahead and take a look at and maybe purchase. It could probably dip to like 35, 40, who knows? But that's just my opinion. But again, do what's best for you guys, of course. Next up, we do have That Grass Looks Greener, because of course it looks greener, and this card is great to have 3 copies of. As you guys know, it's insanely cheap. Again, why not? But of course, people are only playing the 1 right now, but hey, who knows what's going to change in the future, right? That would be crazy, but Konami. Next up, though, we do have Totally Awesome, and this card was very expensive for a long time, even before Rarity Collection 3, Bonanza. This card was about, I think there were like 5 or 6 reprints for this card, and all of them were up too. There was a gold rare lettering, and that was still expensive. So this is a card that you don't need 3 copies of. You're not going to be playing this card anytime soon. But again, if it's fairly cheap, you might as well just have access to it and just grab 3 super rares and you're good to go. Moving on, we do have the Arch Nemesis Protos, a card that people really did predict to be in here, and luckily enough, it was put in here. So great card that we have here. The highest copy is the Coruscant Secret for about 20 bucks, which is not bad for this card. You only need one copy of this, of course, but off the ban list from like one of the previous ban lists, very good card to have in the meta, and it's a menace. So it's something that you do want to have access to if you guys don't already have the tourney code ultra rare, I believe it was. So definitely consider grabbing that before it is too late. And then next up, we do have Super Polymerization. Now you guys already know Super Poly is just crazy. All copies of it have just been going up in price, and there's a huge potential with this later on. So definitely go ahead and grab one. If you're playing Heroes 2 in January when the new support comes, there is a searcher for Super Poly. So that's kind of crazy, and that deck is going to go hard. So definitely go ahead and grab your copies before it's too late. And then we do have 1-for-1 here. Now you can grab the 1-for-1, the OG art, or even the alt art, whichever one tickles your fancy. But either way though, it's just great to have access to this. And I mean, again, you're not really too worried because there are several different copies before this set you can still pick up. But if you are looking to pick up the alt art, it's a very nice copy, and I would advise you guys definitely go ahead and grab a copy or two, or even 3 of. I mean, again, it's 1-for-1, but hey, you can have different decks for it, so not bad to have. And then moving on, so this is like 10 cards, right? I said, well, it's going to be 10 cards, but it's more of like 10 or 11 because we have Dark Paladin, and we also have Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So as you can see on Gamer's Choice site for their pre-orders, it is pretty much sold. So there's 9 left here for 50, but for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, it is out of stock. So either they ran out of stock, or again, people just bought it quickly. I will say day one, the Dark Paladin was about 20 bucks, and that sold out, and then they raised the prices. So these are very great picks if you're looking to have, build a collection for Bonanza, and kind of keep it for later on. So definitely go ahead and try to find these cards if you can on other sites. Now we did look at TCGPlayer, and again, you always want to try to compare prices. And like I said, for Dark Paladin here, it's 65 pre-sale, but again, pre-sales on TCGPlayer are fairly different than pre-sales on other sites like Tier 0 and Gamer's Choice. They give like really good deals, while TCGPlayer kind of just goes crazy, right? It's like the stocks, they just go all the way up. So, but pretty much the point here is that Dark Paladin, 64, crazy. You wouldn't buy it here. Go on Gamer's Choice if you guys are going to go ahead and do that. Or, again, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, about 55 bucks, where it's 50 over there. But again, it's up to you if you want to be purchasing that now, or wait until the set settles and go ahead and pick up that card or those cards then. So definitely let me know what you guys think, and of course, what are some other cards in the set that are worth picking up before the prices skyrocket. But guys, that's all I have for you for today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts on the video. Do we miss any cards? And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. All right guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.